Leo Messi has already spent 3 months at PSG, but it's still difficult to say whether his transfer has benefited the club from a sporting point of view. The huge hype that came to the metropolitan club with the Argentinian is a fact, but today we'll figure out what impact Leo has on the pitch. We say vamos, and let's begin. Leo arrived at the club on the 10th of August, and since then PSG have played 16 matches. Of those, 12 were league matches and 4 were the Champions League games. Let's see how the club's results differ depending on whether the Argentinian is on the pitch. So first, let's take a look at the matches Leo played in. He played exactly half of them, 8 that is. PSG won 5 of those, drew twice and lost once. But what's really interesting is that of those 5 victories, only twice a positive result was achieved with Lionel on the pitch. At first we didn't believe it either, but see for yourselves. In a match against Lille, Leo was substituted during the break with a score of 0-1 in favor of the opponents. And in the second half, PSG scored 2 goals and snatched victory. In a match against Lyon, Leo was substituted with a score of 1-1, and in the same way the Parisians scored the winning goal without the Argentinian. And in a match against Reims, Messi came on as a substitute with a 2-0 score in favor of PSG already, and the score stayed the same until the end of the match. The only club victories to which Leo had a hand in were in the Champions League match against Man City and Leipzig. In those games he scored his only goals for PSG so far. A little later, we'll tell you why the Argentinian is doing well in the Champions League and not so much in League 1. But as for the matches that PSG played without Messi, the picture for the Parisians is much brighter here. 7 wins in 8 matches and only 1 draw. Are you surprised? Guys, here's a sudden test of your reaction skills. You need to subscribe to our channel in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, well, did you do it? Great, now let's move on. If at that moment you thought, wow, PSG really don't need Messi, hold on your horses. In addition to just the stats, there are other objective reasons. We'll talk about those right now. If you look at the schedule of Leo's matches during these 3 months and what happened in his life, then you can easily understand his mediocre playing shape. Let's remember that Messi had no preseason preparation due to the summer transfer saga. That is, for some time he just needed to get in shape and feel the rhythm of the game. Leo missed 2 games for the club after signing due to these exact reasons, then made his debut as a substitute in the match against Reims, but immediately went to the national team. The national team schedule is designed in such a way that players from South America almost never have time to return to their clubs for the first league match after a break. So it was with Leo. In addition to the fact that his adaptation was interrupted by games for Argentina, he also missed matches because of that. Leo then made his debut for the club in the Champions League, but suffered an injury that incapacitated him for 2 games. And only after recovering from it, the Argentinian finally scored his first goal in a match against Man City. Hit the like button if you remember that masterpiece. Then Messi played another full match, and it would seem he caught the right wave and would destroy opponents. But then another international break came. This, of course, interrupted the rhythm once again, and moreover, Leo missed the first match after his return again. The rest of the event should be fresh in the minds of fans. After playing a full match against Marseille, Messi got injured in the game against Lyon and was forced to miss the next 2 games. Now he went to the national team camp again. PSG manager Mauricio Pochettino, commenting on the call-up of injured Leo to the national team, confirmed that he was almost ready to play. Lionel will go to the national team. We hope that Messi will be able to play for the Argentina national team and then help PSG, the coach said. So if you look at the situation from this point of view, it's clear that in such conditions Leo could hardly show his best performance. Messi will have to be judged by how he spends the rest of the season, starting in mid-November, when there will be no breaks for the international matches and he will be able to heal all his sores. However, the uneven schedule is not the only reason for Leo's poor results. You probably already know that League One is a more unusual and inconvenient league for Messi. Before that, Leo spent his entire career in La Liga, where most teams try to play technical football. They let their opponents show their game and play themselves. The fact of moving to another league always requires adaptation. It's also about a fundamentally different style of football. Leo repeatedly mentioned in an interview that in France, the emphasis is on athleticism, speed and endurance. Spectacular combinations, dribbling, and tactical ideas often fade into the background. There is nothing wrong with that. Historically, in France, the parents of many players are immigrants from Africa. This means that a large percentage of football players boast excellent physical characteristics, and this dictates the style of local football. Yes, most likely this style is less suitable for Leo, but first of all, he needs adaptation. After all, if you look at the Champions League matches, Messi immediately showed his level there. In the 3 matches Leo took part in, he scored 3 goals. So the Argentinian's class hasn't gone anywhere. He's used to playing in the Champions League, he doesn't need any adaptation there, and he continues to show his level. Psychology is often key in such matches because there is no long distance and which you can recoup in case of a couple of unsuccessful results. Everything is decided then and there in the Champions League, and Leo knows what to do in such circumstances like no one else. Mauricio Pochettino is still caught up in his ideas and principles of the game. The Argentinian manager liked to establish a system with active pressing in his clubs. Just remember his Tottenham, which reached the Champions League final without having a stellar lineup. However, the power of Pochettino's teams actually lied in the absence of many stars. Mauricio was an unquestioning authority and every footballer went to pressure their opponents. Now, for the first time in his career, he's faced with the fact that he has world-famous stars in his squad. On the one hand, this is of course a plus, but on the other hand, you can't make them run a lot and pressure the opposing team. Actually, one doesn't have to do that when it comes to Leo Messi, but the team also has Neymar and Mbappe. It's this contradiction that prevents Pochettino from setting up the game so as not to deviate from his principles and make the most of Leo Messi. Once he can address this issue, we'll be able to see the real strengths of PSG and Leo Messi in particular. So, what do we have in the end? Undoubtedly, Leo Messi is not showing his full potential in the game for PSG, and the club is showing much better results without the Argentinian than with him on the pitch so far. Does this mean that this will continue to be so? Not really. Does Leo's uneven rhythm with departures to the national team, adaptation to the new league and Pochettino's tactics interfere with Leo? Most likely yes, but the obstacles are mostly created by the departures to the national team. In your opinion, the end of the Champions League group stage and the winter matches in League One will show Messi's true potential at PSG, and will we get an answer to the question of whether the Argentinian is able to bring real benefit to the new club and shine, as he did before at Barcelona? What do you think? Tell us your opinion in the comment section below. We're curious to know what our audience thinks about this. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Each subscription warms our hearts. We say goodbye to you for a little while, and we're off to making new videos. Vamos!